When I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I do is listen to birds, because you cannot avoid that. I often, but not every day, like to go to Gashora wetland and run amongst the rice fields and then come back to the farm. And then every single day for about 2 hours, I walk around in the farm, either harvesting, either looking if some plants have some disease or they're underwatered. And most of the time, I spend just imagining how great this project will be. And this is no joke, every single day. I have to do this. Hi, my name is Richi. My friends call me Richi. I'm half Yemeni, half Ukrainian. And I've been living in Rwanda for almost 2 years. This will be the kitchen. Can you imagine working in such kitchen? It's gonna be the dream of chefs. Getting fresh products from the farm and cooking here with a great view. So this is another fish pond. And this fish pond is gonna be connected to the front fish pond. And right behind the fish pond you have oranges. So imagine this, you're staying in the rooms with your children, you're waking up in the morning, your children are like, wow, oranges! And you're like, go get some oranges. They go get oranges, you go clean them, cut them. Just like how it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be like that. Every time in the morning we wake up here, me and the family, and we start doing yoga, exercise on this shore, looking at this view. In the morning there is only birds around and fishermen. And there is a beautiful thing that I always wait in the morning, so about 7:30 a.m. The fishermen start to fish all at the same time. So before the war started in Ukraine, right before the war, I was doing business, real estate. I owned a cafe, a beauty salon. God just have given me my 2 kids. The twins were just born. That was a couple of months before the war. And then when the war started, I moved to Europe. I was outside of Ukraine the day the war happened, and I was in Poland. And then my family went out and we drove from Poland to Spain. And then we spent in Spain about 2 years. We tried to live in Germany. We visited Portugal. My wife is half German. This is why we gave Germany a try. And then after spending 2 years in Europe, we moved to Rwanda. And here we go, almost 2 years. As a matter of fact, when I moved to Rwanda, I had the intention to work for tourism. This was to me the easiest to understand and the easiest business to get involved in, so I chose tourism. And for me, it's not really just agriculture. There is a term for it, it's agro-tourism. So the way I look at agriculture, it's something that I love doing. It's something that could be considered to us as an extra source of income, but my main passion and the idea that attracted me the most is having or being a part of an agro-tourism project in Rwanda. As you may know, Rwanda historically is very deeply rooted with agriculture, so it made sense to me that it also makes sense to be involved in an agro-tourism project, because you do both things. It's culture and business at the same time. A friend told me about Rwanda. Look, Rwanda did a great job marketing for itself. So I did hear about Rwanda many times before I considered moving to Rwanda. And then right about moving, I have a friend who lives here. He pushed me. He was like, man, just give it a try. Come to Rwanda, visit it without my family, just to see if it's a place I would consider living in. And I immediately did it. I bought some tickets and I came for a visit that lasted about 10 days. From the moment I I drove out of the airport, I immediately knew it. Streets were so clean, everything was so simple, everything was so beautiful, was so organized. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. It feels as simple as I like it, as clean as I like it, and then there come the second part. During the first days, I understood more about Rwanda. I understood how rapidly it is developing, that there is a big opportunity in the service sector, which is something that I'm interested in. So it's clean. Everybody that I spoke to back there told me it's safe. So it's clean, it's safe, it's simple, something that I also care about a lot. And there was a lot of business prospect at things from a business perspective, because for me, I'm not coming here to search for a job. I'm coming here to start a business, and everything seemed with a big prospect, and it's simple and it's clean, it's beautiful, and it's far away from Europe and the problems in Europe. So it felt like the perfect place. And this is what I sum up as destiny. The feeling that I'm talking about, just it felt right to me, makes me feel that this is the definition of destiny. Before I explain to you how did I end up in Eagleview Farm, I want to explain to you how is it possible to end up in a place like Eagleview Farm. So one of the things, as someone who's interested in doing business, I noticed is Rwanda is actually really welcoming for businesses. Not only the government, but also people, business partners, other business owners. Everybody wants to do better business. Everybody is so open, which is something that I could tell you was very different both from Europe and Ukraine. I didn't feel the same. That you got more, you're on your own, you're doing things on your own. And here everybody was welcoming. So eventually I met my friend William Shaka, which is also my partner at the business here. He owns the land. He owned this farm. He started this farm about 15 years ago. And he've always had this vision that one day is going to be a place where it can be transformed somehow into agro-tourism. So me and my wife are very interested into ecotourism, into real estate, into marketing. So we met and it was destiny again. This is what destiny is. We started the idea of let's do just a festival, mango festival, Rwanda Mango Fest. Over 1,100 people came, it was crazy. And we started understanding, okay, there is actually a demand for going to farms in Rwanda. There is actually a big interest from people who live in Kigali to do something in Bugesera. Bugesera feels closer and the roads are maybe less difficult to reach, and it's new, something new to do. So as someone who's interested in business, but at the same time I've always been interested into nature, into wilderness, into farming, this was the perfect opportunity for me. Do something that is both impactful in the tourism sector and at the same time be in a place where I love to be, which is the nature. As I say, I keep mentioning the word simple since the beginning. A place that is simple, that is close to nature, doing agriculture. So it's like at some points, in Europe, I wasn't sure where my life is leading or whether I'm gonna be happy again as I was happy in Ukraine. And I never thought that this could be in Rwanda, this could be doing exactly what I've always wanted to do, which is, something like tourism and something like agriculture. And moving here, which is quite a remote area, yeah, I realized also that we are in a new era. There is something called AI now, artificial intelligence. There is also Starlink, which is the internet satellites that can provide extremely unique environment for somewhere like Bugesera. So you can be in Bugesera in the middle of nowhere, and if you are finding a plant or a disease on a plant that you can identify, you no longer need for some expert to come from Kigali to Bugesera and help you. Of course, experts are still needed, but A lot of the things can be done just with fast internet and artificial intelligence. You can take a picture of a disease, go look it up. It gives you solutions, experiment, and find the solution without needing an expert to be next to you. So this opens also a crazy amount of possibilities. So you are in a remote area. Yes, you're doing tourism and you're doing agriculture, but you also have unlimited access of internet and unlimited access of knowledge. And I never could have imagined that my life would turn this way at this point. So I'm in a point where I'm actually really liking it. I feel like I'm moving on from the past. I feel like I'm starting something new. I feel like I'm actually impactful because of those conditions. So all of this was motivating me from a business perspective, that this is the right conditions to be at, and I'm ready to be patient. So let's start working. And yeah, here we go. 1 year after, you know, when we moved to the farm, there was nothing, only a house, and that house where we live in. And now you could see we're building a restaurant, we're building a wellness center, we're building over 10 rooms, and we're about to finish. So it's all coming to reality, and very soon everybody will know about this project. And this is also amazing because I hope through this project we can motivate other investors to do such projects that are more integrated with farm life, that are more integrated with ecotourism, that are more integrated with the nature in Rwanda. And that would be yeah, amazing if we could achieve that eventually. Actually, since I started posting about my life in a farm and the project of Eagle View, you have no idea how many people texted me. Either foreigners who live in Rwanda, foreigners who are thinking to invest in Rwanda, and more specifically Rwandans who live abroad that are missing home. Some of them own land already and they don't know what to do with it. Some of them, literally, many of them, I can show you their phone, you'd be surprised. Many of them are like, you're living the dream, we'd like to come home. And my message is, come home. It's time to come to Rwanda, I guess. It's time to invest if you can. Things, again, with fast internet, with AI, those things can help you a lot, and you can be really impactful. And the longer you wait, the harder this will be. I'm pretty sure that such lifestyles will be harder and harder to attain in the future. The best thing we can look for is calmness. That's an attainable achievement. Happiness will always be something that comes in phases. We're not designed as humans to be happy as definition, but we can be happy sometimes. But what we can always be is calm, is peaceful. So see, this is, you know, you're Muslim, so Islam means like peace, right? Right? So it's because it's the only attainable thing, in my opinion. Even, you know, when you see Buddhist monks trying to become, they're searching not for happiness, they're searching for peace. Because as a human, we can find a way where we're thankful for everything we got, where we accept everything that we get, and that gives us some sort of peace. But we can't be happy all the time, because life is not meant for you to be just happy all the time. If I would describe my life, Ryan, I would say peaceful. If I were to leave a message for people who didn't yet visit us, is please do. It will inspire you. If you're someone who is interested in ecotourism, is interested in nature, in agriculture, in wilderness, in self-development, please visit us. You'll see a project that is developing and that will show you where is overall Rwanda is heading. Rwanda is heading to dominate in multiple sectors in the tourism industry, and this will be one unique one. So, welcome to Eagle View Farm. Habibi, I'm famous. Look, security! Take him out!